It is what it is. Love them while they're leaving. And if they got a sexy ass, love that too. Hey guys, you know I'm in the shop. So, what do when somebody says, we need a break? Or what do you do when somebody stops talking to you? Or what do you do when somebody cuts you off? Or what do you do when somebody has an argument with you but then stops talking altogether? Or what do you do if they have they have attitude with you, or they call you names, or what else? I don't even know what else I can say. Simple answer to that is to care. But don't take anything they say negatively, because you know that whole saying, like when somebody points a finger at you, it's like three pointing back on them. Same deal. And if they want to leave, or they want to cut you off, or they want to ignore you, yeah, let's say worst case scenario, it's a family member you've known for years, and all of a sudden they don't want to talk to you anymore. That's going to suck. It's going to suck a lot. What if it's your best friend, and you guys had a fight, and they just altogether just write you off? That's also going to suck. That's really going to suck. Or let's say you're in high school and you're sweethearts and you guys break up just before the big dance, but you both go to the same dance. What do? Well, you continue blinking, you continue breathing, and you continue living. That's it. It doesn't really get too much more complicated than that. We like to complicate it. Like in my past, I know I've complicated it, and arm's getting sore. But when somebody says, or even if they don't say anything, let's say they don't say anything, my first reaction is to give space. I'll wait a couple days, and then I'll send a message, or I'll go up to them and say, hi, what's up? How's it going? And I'll find out what's going on with them. If it's a coworker, I'll ask them, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? I've been noticing this, or something like that. Or if it's a friend, I'll say the exact same thing. If it's a family member, I'll probably prod a lot more. I'll poke the bear a little bit more, just to see what's going on with them, because I care. Now, as I said earlier, if it's them wanting space from you, let them have that space. As a friend of mine has said to me, this goes years back, give them the chance to miss you. Go on doing what you do, and give them the chance to miss you. If they're upset with you for whatever reason, it's them killing that time with you. It's them cutting you off, and they're saying they don't want any more time with you. So if it's a family member, it sucks. If it's a loved one, it really sucks. If it's a friend that you've known for years, same deal, it sucks. All of these things suck. But the only outcome, the real decent outcome, in my mind, is to continue on living, continue on blinking, continue on breathing, doing the best you can, even though a part of you is now missing. Let's say it's your heart that's missing. You're going to be grumpy and growly and angry at everybody. Don't be. It's easier said than done. You're going to be touchy, feely, whatever, and you're going to be emotional, especially if it's someone you love, especially if it's your wife. Could you imagine? Whew. I need some time, that's for sure. But if it's anything like that, we got to keep on living. We got to keep on blinking and do the best we can. People are going to come in and out of our lives, whether we like it or not, for whatever purposes. Maybe you're not good enough for them anymore. Maybe they don't like your sense of humor. Maybe you chew when you eat really loudly, maybe you talk with your mouth open, or maybe you don't cut your nails as often as you should, so dirt gets built up underneath them. It could be anything that just sets them off, and they're just done with your shit. If that's the case, sorry for swearing, but I really want to be dramatic there. Just let it go. If they really do love you, they're going to come back. If they really do care about your being, they're going to come back. They're going to want to talk to you. And when they do want to talk to you, give them the chance to talk to you. Be open when they walk back into your life. Like, for example, if the love of my life walked back into my life, I'd be like, hey, how's it going? What's up? I know a friend of mine who's going through some stuff right now, and I spoke about it in the previous video. He hasn't talked to her for months. But if she did come back into his life, he'd want to know why she did what she did. And as it stands right now, they probably just want to be friends. So let's leave it at that. But if anybody who comes into your life, there's a reason for it. And it's up to you whether you let them come into your life or you tell them to. The way I think about things, if somebody wants to leave my life, if they want to stop talking to me, if they don't want to talk to me at all, they want to ignore me, I'm going to be 100% okay with that. It's going to hurt, though. Trust me, it's going to hurt. I might have a couple days of being depressed, especially if it's someone that I really care about, like family. And then I'll get back to doing what I do. And that absence of them is always going to be there. That hole in my heart is always going to be there. And when they come back into my life, I'll be more careful. They may not have the same place in my heart, and I will make sure I take care of my being more so. And if they do it again, I'll be even more careful. Because in this world, we got to protect who we are. We got to protect our being, what we love. And sometimes, after giving someone everything, you got to reserve yourself so that you still protect who you are. And that's the way it goes. Because if you don't, there's a good chance, I'm not saying they will, there's a good chance that they will hurt you in the same way or worse. So give them the chance to say that they are the same person, that they won't hurt you. And if it is the case, hell yeah. Give that door, that window, the back door wide open so they have full range. But if they're willing to walk in through the front door, let them in. You don't have to show them to the garage. You don't have to let them see your tools or anything like that. They don't have to see all the pictures on the walls and the memories of everything. They don't need to see that right away. Just bring them on in, if that's what they want, and see how it goes. If they're going to live in your house, or if they're just going to leave again. I am definitely someone who is open-minded, but has also learned to be very careful. After all the years of being hurt time and time again, after giving all the trust, even after being hurt, giving all the trust, you learn to become careful. You learn just out of habit to be careful. And if somebody leaves your life, you wish them the best. You don't hold any ill feelings, because those in themselves will hurt you. And you may be upset for a couple days and whatnot, but you'll get back to being, you'll get back to loving, you'll be getting back to making people smile, which is what I love to do. Like when I get here at work, I ask guys how they're doing. If it's a Monday or a Tuesday after a long weekend, I want to see like how they're doing, how their long weekend was. And all it takes is a couple seconds to get a few sentences out to find out how they're doing and whatnot. And you know, right away. Sometimes you have a whole conversation about who they are. Remember it, make notes, take notes, because they will know that you know, so you both know, and that bond you guys have will be an amazing working experience. You'll be able to make jokes with that person and they'll get them right away. You'll be invited over to dinner or going to the movies with their friends or hanging out, playing some games, some board games, or going to the bar after work or something like that. Or being invited to a camp out or a bonfire, stuff like that. It'll happen randomly because they'll just want to invite you. So if they're having a get together with the family or neighbors and stuff, they'll be like, hey, Mike, what's up? Or someone who knows that I like to be called Michael will be like, hey, Michael, what are you doing tonight? Like, they'll be like, oh, we got a card game going or whatever. Like, we'll get the video games out and maybe we'll go see a movie after or go play some pool. There'll be lots of things. It'll just happen randomly. So, If anybody in your life wants to come in your life, let them in. See how that happens. See what happens. If they want to leave your life, let them leave. Don't get upset. In this day and age, people you know are going to come in and out of your life like crazy. We just had a coworker who was gone for 3 years come back to work. Are we upset? No, we're congratulating him for coming on back. He had good reason to leave, and he has excellent reason to come back. So everything in life, like love, and when you care for somebody, it's all fluid. So that's just my idea on it. And I don't care if anybody listens to these videos. It's just me talking to myself, to my phone, in the middle of a warehouse with no one else around. Yeah. But it's how I get my thoughts out. It's how I do my process. It's one of the reasons why I started YouTube. Because I hurt a lot. And it's one of the reasons why I make people laugh in my industry. My coworkers, my friends, my family, everybody that's close to me. I learn who they are. I learn what makes them laugh. And I'm getting better at it. And there's been a few times where they've just busted a gut laugh and bursted out, like totally laugh out loud moments. And I'm just like, yes, that was a solid win. So like I was saying, if anybody wants to come out of your life, let them. If anybody wants to come into your life, let them. Life is fluid. Don't hold on to the negative. Look at the positive in every situation. And if somebody needs a break from you because you're too daggone extreme, it is what it is. Love them while they're leaving. And if they got a sexy ass, love that too. Peace.